This is Michael Bailey. He's a Guinness World Record holder who lives right here in the 217. For what, you may ask? Oh, just having the world's largest collection of nose hair.
No, I watch a lot of medical stuff on TV.
Yeah, I do too.
Pimple popper.
Man, I love that stuff. Isn't that wild?
Oh, it just... It's the first time I saw a lipoma, I about puked.
But then you become addicted to it.
Yeah, there's only so much of that you can take. Right now, I'm on it. I've got some videos up and...
You got some videos of
Yeah. On TikTok? Yeah. Stuff I've made.
Of what? Like a pimple pop?
Oh, no, I wish. No.
I wish.
Little stranger than
I got
that.
a couple of those guys festering down there.
Yeah.
I haven't even introduced this thing yet.
Oh,
Kyle Fields here. No, it's all good. We're here with
We're talking.
A man that I am so super jacked to be here on the 217 Probcast. We have a Guinness World Record holder in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And this is real. Please introduce your name and tell them all what you got there.
Well, hi, my name's Michael Bailey. It's kind of like, not really Guinness, but it's kind of like Guinness from Wish.com. But they're...
The Guinness from Wish.com.
No, they're really good. It's record setter. Because Guinness is like really stringent. They were like, you know what? Submit a record to us and prove it, and you'll get it. In the first book, the first announcement I saw for it, I'm like, well, what can I do? Well, and
So it wasn't even like you had this record.
no, I've just been doing it because, see, follically challenged. Now, it turns out the hair doesn't fall out. It actually grows other places.
That's
like
what I've heard.
Ears and my nose. And I think there was like a list of things they were looking for, just weird, not normal, longest running, most episodes binged in
The
24
most
hours.
episodic.
Yeah,
right.
something like
On
that.
Monday Night Wrestling Television, right.
Before that, like I said, my hair started growing out of my nose. And it's just like long. I never really had a problem with it. And but then just all of a sudden, this went away and this came out. And it's like when they tickle your upper lip or it curls around and tickles the outside of your nose.
Yeah.
So I just reflex,
Yes.
snatch it out.
And that's rough too.
It is.
Ripping the nose hair out, but it feels good at the same time. Let's not joke. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh no, yeah, it's something that it's an acquired. You got to get used to it.
I had a buddy who used to, and I never did it until he did. That's learned behavior, right?
Yeah.
I just saw him at work. He'd just be sitting there and he would go, "Oh," and I went, "What the hell are you doing?"
Before the book thing came about, I'm plucking them and I'm like, there are a lot of these. Being the weird person that I am, I'm like, I should save these.
Nobody on earth would look at nose hairs as currency. But if I love it, you're like, but you know, at one of these damn days.
I'm just gonna save these. These might be something.
Right.
I don't know why. It might be something.
Yeah, and you did. And how long were you saving them until this realization happened?
Probably close to about 9 months to a year.
9 months to a year, you're just putting them aside.
Yeah, and so I had a little pill case that I wasn't using. So
How ironic! Most of the time, that goes up your nose.
Yeah. And I started tossing them in there, and I'm looking, and I see this. I'm just saving them. I would highlight as they grew, as the collection grew. I used to belong to an old message board called Life of Debauchery.
Right. That's beautiful. What would you see on the message board with Life of Debauchery?
Gore and porn and all kinds of just weirdness, like my nose hairs.
Would you find a body? Like, should I poke it with a stick? Come on, if
found
I
a
get
body.
7 likes, I'm going to do it anyway.
They say that comedy is tragedy plus time.
Yeah,
And if that was the case, wow, I could be the next George Carlin if I wanted to be.
Well, have you tried doing stand-up before?
Oh, no, ironically enough, I have horrible anxiety.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. I'm
Well,
dying.
you're doing great right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm dying, though.
Oh, you
but I'm
shouldn't be
good. It's
dying,
having
bro.
fun. I'm distracted. It's the talking and distracting is
Yeah,
good.
no,
And
I
that's-
totally get that.
And it was weird, too, because like a couple days before, I'm reading through something on, I think it was BuzzFeed. There were 2 words in the little clip, or in the article. It was just like, seek discomfort. Dealing with anxiety. And it's just like, seek discomfort. All I got to do is wake up.
Yeah.
See, and I have learned, I have had it for so long. I've got depression and anxiety, and I've had it for so long.
Me too.
That I
Me too. Ding, ding,
joke
ding.
about it. I made a meme about, and anthropomorphized it, a picture of a brain with Scumbag Steve's hat on it, and it says Scumbag Brain.
That's great.
And every time it starts messing with me, and it's like, shut up, scumbag.
I would imagine anybody who goes out of their way to leave the house, come here, bring their things, sit down and talk about it is going to be an extrovert. But the fact that you have done all of this, first of all, thank you. It gives us content, and it's a fascinating conversation, which is what, I just started doing this a few months ago, and this is exactly what I wanted, to talk to fascinating local people like this, but also for your mental health. I got OCD, right? And
Yeah.
Do you have it as well?
Tiny little bit.
Yeah. One of the ways that people deal with the OCD apparently is they write all of their fears down over and 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 over again.
Oh, yeah.
And it basically, I guess, forces you to confront it.
The last therapist I had, he's like, you're at a point now where you should start looking at making yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's good though. That's really good, man.
And yeah, it's just like, oh man, I'd had, and it was weird too because I had no idea what this was going to be like.
Yeah.
So I couldn't set up the scenario, the multiple scenarios I have in my head.
Yeah.
I'm just going winging. I have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, and it's what I usually do. If I'm going someplace, I'm like, okay, well, this is going to happen, and this could happen, and this, and then I've got possible variables to counter for this, and I'm not doing that here.
Yeah.
And, just on the fly.
Well, and I hate to tell you, but we got all of your ex-girlfriends right through that door. Let's bring them in, guys.
Oh no!
Wouldn't that be great? This is your life, Scumbag Steve.
No.
No, you're doing a great job, and honestly,
you're personable too, which helps a lot.
Well, I am very drunk right now.
I think it's the southern drawl.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I saw you were an old school wrestling fan, like before we started recording, man, I saw that, I was Facebook, stalking you, and I was like, oh, he likes Jim Cornette. That's it. I mean, that's all. So you hear that Guinness, they put out the thing.
Oh yeah, the world. Well, yeah, we were talking about something.
I don't know. Noah Harris. We'll figure that out.
But no, it was world record setter. So.
And you always wanted to be in the Guinness World Record.
Just to do something
memorable.
To be remembered.
I was a kid. I mean, I got it. I don't know if kids still feel this way. Maybe I'm sure they don't. I mean, the kids probably heard of it. But in a pre-internet world, that book was the only way. It was like that, and then Ripley's book were the only
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Mainstream ways to read about weird shit.
Oh yeah,
for real.
There was probably before your time. There was a show on ABC called That's Incredible.
Yes.
John Davidson.
Yep, right before my time. Yeah.
Yep. And I wrote into them to do the That's Incredible thing because in 6th grade, last day of 6th grade, I had they gave out Tootsie Pops to everybody. The teacher did, and I'm like,
what was your favorite flavor?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, man. I mean, it is what it is. I was what was the cherry? Was the dark red one?
Yeah.
Come on.
But I'm thinking like, and this was right around the time, how many licks does it take to get to the center?
How many? 1, 2, yeah, exactly.
I think it was like 713 to get to the center of the
you actually did it
and counted it.
Wow. Why would any woman ever leave you? I mean, I tell you what, speaking of owls, I guarantee one thing she never said about you. Who? She knew, motherfucker.
Oh, but yeah, it was. I was just wanted to do something weird. I do something weird all the time. I get recognized for it.
Dude, look at what the fuck I do for a living.
Yeah, I even had when I was 12 or 13, I had my own radio station.
Dude,
I would tape songs off the radio, stop the tape. The tape player had a condenser mic built into it.
Oh, okay.
So I would, stop the songs and
record
myself, and then here's the next song, and it was WMIK.
Oh my, that's awesome. I'm sad it took me that long. How did it come up with that? That's awesome, man.
But so yeah, I was picking the nose hairs, and it's like this is kind of weird, and everybody.
But it makes sense though, right? It's like, well, this is just. Of course, I'll do this.
Well, yeah.
Right. It's just why wouldn't I?
Oh yeah. It's like with the. There's another story, but also nose related.
Oh, okay.
But
If you want to do blow after the show, just tell me.
no,
Speaking of some nose-related story.
so and I see them, put this out, and I'm like, what the hell? The worst I can say is no. So I took it out and laid all of them out on a piece of paper, and took a picture of them, and I sent them in. It's like, told them the story. I was like, okay, how many you got? And I'm like, I was afraid you were going to ask me that. So I sat there with a pair of tweezers,
Oh, my Lord.
made piles of 50 nose hairs.
Did you have that little jeweler thing that they have in the Dick Tracy?
One. No, fortunately, unfortunately, they were big enough to see.
They're that big. They're big. They're big. They were all big when you yanked them out.
Oh yeah, they were full grown outside the nose.
Oh my God! So when you started doing it, then and you say that obviously growing up it wasn't an issue, but later on it was. Had you let it go for a minute before you started yanking them?
Oh no, it was just like I said, when my hair fell out, it started springing off, and and I would but scissor them.
Yeah.
And I got a little pair of little travel scissors that I broke the point off on the end, so I wouldn't stab myself in the nose.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
and just eventually it got tiring, and so they said, "Well, how many you got?" So I separated them into piles of 50, and the little leftover pile at the bottom, and turns out there were 584 of them.
584 nose hairs.
It's right there.
And yeah, I got to take a look at this here.
And it's got a little magnifying lens up there, so you can kind of.
Oh my God! I love this. Yeah. And this is in an old cigar box.
No, it's like one of those little boxes you pick up when you travel somewhere. It's got the city name on it.
Yeah.
So I just painted it, and
I love you got the jewel on top of it.
I made it for a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that never came to fruition as a prop.
Now this kind of feels like a D&D campaign, right?
Yeah.
You will make a left you will kill the nose hair monster with fire. Name Michael Bailey, location Springfield, Illinois, date June 19th, 2009. Largest nose hair collection. Now, have anyone came forward?
Nope.
No one's tried to take
Not
it
yet.
down. Man, it's a long time.
Oddly enough.
2009. I mean, at this point, you're kind of the old gunslinger.
Yeah, I'm
You know
OG.
what they're coming for you. You know what I mean? And now, have you been adding to that in the event that somebody does come after you? You've been resting on your laurels.
No, I've rested. Those laurels are nice and like Atlas, holding
Resting
me
the,
up.
okay. Oh, I love that. And you're in the book as well that
Yep.
you have there too. Let's see which page that's on.
It is page 173. Largest nose hair collection.
Let's see here. Largest nose hair collection record, 584 nose hairs. Name Michael Bailey, location Springfield. Tools, hairy nostrils, high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
Criteria: nose hairs must be collected from one nose. The likes of Eli Broad and Charles Saatchi have spent fortunes on art collecting. Look, I'm probably so redneck I mispronounced there.
I know.
Look at that. Oh, Eli and Saatchi. Michael Bailey, however, has built a priceless collection of his own without spending a cent. An advocate of the grow your own philosophy. Look at them. Almost sliding a little weed reference in. He smokes his own. No, they didn't say that. Bailey has curated a collection of his personal nose hairs. Look at these $10 words. Assiduously. Is that the word?
Yeah.
It is? Did you have to Google it, or is it just...
No. When I was younger, I had a pocket dictionary I would read in the bathroom.
Did you really?
Yeah. So I look at that. I figured if I read the dictionary from cover to cover, I've read every book ever written.
So what does assiduously mean?
Very fastidiously.
Now what is... Come on. Now. You can't answer a question with another... English.
With great-
Layman's duck.
With great care.
With great care... See? Okay. All right. I'm going to start using that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that later. I'm going to use that to my wife, and she's going to be like, what scientist have you been having sex with? Assiduously plucking, not cutting, the hairs over the last 12 months. Cynics who doubt the validity of Bailey's harvest should stop right there. I love that. They're cynics. I have there's these people probably writing angrily to Guinness. Son of a bitch!
Oh, it's a conspiracy.
Have you had any haters?
No.
Huh?
Well,
People
yeah.
trying to sneak. Really?
Well, a couple. They're not really haters, more of ew.
Well, yeah, that's just called being married, bro. I mean, this is a man with values and standards. Quote, I feel strongly that the hairs must be the record setter's own and not donated by friends, which would, be gross.
Well,
I love that.
I got standards.
No, you do, and honestly, after talking to you for a couple of minutes, I can tell that you wouldn't cheat on this. And I think that's probably what Guinness looks for too, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine if someone's like, "Hey, I got the record for you there. You know, they're for real. That looks like shag carpet. Are you sure those are here? No, they ain't real, baby." I don't know why they're 20s gangsters. You know how they are, that stereotype, right? Tips for beating this record. Target the hairiest section of your nostrils for a fast, high-volume harvest, says Bailey. Your biggest crop comes from inside your nose, closest to the tip. Why are you giving people tips to beat your record? What, you think Evel Knievel told people how to jump buses?
I'm a generous God.
Yeah, and no one has still done it though.
No.
In all this time.
I don't know why.
Related records: largest group Eskimo kiss, 5 people. I don't even know what that means.
Noses.
I know, yeah, but group. Oh,
Yeah,
5 in a
people
row.
getting in together. In a
Well, they're
group.
5 really skinny people.
Probably
not from the Midwest.
No, yeah, not
So
high-calorie individuals.
They don't
no.
eat horseshoes. You're able to do more than 2 Eskimo kisses. Sometimes even that's difficult, to be honest with you. Longest nail fully inserted into nostril. Why would you even go for that? 2.625 inches. I feel like I could beat that. I feel like now this is where I come in.
Well, yeah. Now with the COVID test that we've had to take, it's, that's nuts.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the first COVID test, I hated it. By the end, I was just driving by there to get that shoved up my nose.
Yeah.
I liked it. You know what I mean? Hey, come on! Record begging to be set. Oh, okay. Most sneezes in 30 seconds and most nose hair trimmers given to someone on their birthday. So, there you go. I don't know. And you've been not looking to set anymore, or is that one of those deals where you did it and it's time to move on?
Yeah, I've done it. I've succeeded.
Right.
Give the kids a chance to have
That's
their own
right.
records.
You're that old gunslinger, like I said, man. You're like, you took him down, but one of these days, somebody. I got a pretty big nose myself, so maybe I'll take you down, son.
Maybe who knows? A descendant of Jamie Farr might come after me.
Oh, there we go. Well, I was talking about some references for your grandma, right?
Yeah.
I love that. And what have you moved on to since then? It's 2009. I'm sure by now you got your pilot's license.
Yeah.
Made your own board game, patented a time machine, and everything else in between.
The only pilot who's afraid of heights.
Well, actually, no. There are plenty of them.
Oh well, yeah.
And you know what? Plenty of them actually conquered their fears.
I can see that
just
because
like you are now. Maybe you're going to be a damn podcast star after this is all over with.
I can see that. It's flying the plane gives you a sense of control, and that's where the phobia comes in. Is you don't have any control a lot of times.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
but no,
I tell you what, this is a man who spent a lot of time on the toilet with a dictionary.
Yeah.
And his thoughts. But no, what have you been doing? I mean, I'm sure you've been doing.
No, just staying busy. I kind of retired.
Oh, that's got to be nice. Oh
Well,
my God.
Yeah, it has its good days and bad days.
Lifetime
Bad days are
fame.
usually at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Social Security.
I was getting ready to say the money's running out.
Yeah.
But for some reason, those first few days of the month, this is the best days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And because I gotta ask, because I see myself a lot in you, not just because I have a fascination with nose hairs, but you're obviously a passionate guy. I mean, we talked about your interests and stuff, and now that you're retired, do you have more time to pursue those passions, or does that active mind maybe go a little bit too hard in the paint sometimes.
Sometimes it's a little get down and get in on myself. But I found for a while I made things out of stuff.
Yeah, and that makes you feel good, right?
Yeah, it's to take something like that box.
I was getting ready. I bet having that nose hair collection. I bet that, like, just looking at it, like, that's a thing I did, like, for real.
Me and my roommate, we got a big cheese ball tub or a bottle of for change, big plastic one, and mostly pennies. So I'm gonna make a pyramid out of pennies, and it's like, but it turned out kind of cool.
Yeah, that's you got it right there. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, holy cow! Let's see that. Look at that. If I were a better host, I would have transitioned into this story on purpose, but I didn't. And you did a fantastic job. You're a real pro right there. Take a look at that.
They turned out really good. I made like a couple Christmas presents. I give good gifts. I'm good at gift giving.
Man, I wish I was. What's the secret to good gift giving? Do you have to listen? Because if that's it, then I'm done. I can't do it. It's too much for me these days.
Anything Klingon.
Oh, okay.
I have a batlet and a Diktog hanging in my hallway.
Can you do that? Okay. For our audio listeners, he can still do the Spock.
Oh, yeah. Or transposed to the 80s.
Oh, Mork. Mork from Mork.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. I'd say I remember when I was on the radio and I made a joke about Mork. Remember on that show how he would drink water with his finger?
Yeah.
Remember he'd put his finger in a glass of water and he'd drink it through there. Well, I got in trouble because I made the joke. I said, well, that wasn't all he was doing with his finger. And then we went off the air and they were like, Kyle, you can't say it. And I said, well, that's not what I meant. And they go, that is what you meant. You meant he'd finger her pussy. And I was like, no, yeah, that's what I meant. I can't argue that.
I go on eBay or something and I type in space, looking through it, and I find for cheap a little iron meteorite fragment. And so I got that, and then I took a Pringles can, cut the top off, cut a opening in the front, put, I think it was...
And this was a sex toy that you were making for him separately.
Separately, yeah.
For the
and it's like a couple of, I think it was a jalapeno and cheddar cheese dip can.
Wow, that's going to burn. You got to get it. Don't get the salt and vinegar. Trust me. You got to get this non-salt. That low sodium Pringles can.
Ooh. Yuck. I did good that year.
I would say so. They can obviously find you in the Guinness Book of Records. They can find you
on TikTok.
There you go. Where are you on TikTok?
I think it's at Thespar. THESPAR.
There you go. Check us out on social media at 217 Problems, man. Facebook, that's obviously the big one. Everywhere else in between, though. Instagram, yada, yada, yada. This podcast is on YouTube first, then on Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're marching to get monetized on there. So we're a big old evil operation, not even making a dime. I tell you what, I'm so broke I can barely pay attention. Look at that. I love that, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. It was fun being here.
I'm not going to keep here. Take this. That's your book. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to make you go out and get it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody. Say bye-bye, Mike.
Bye-bye, Mike. Oh, sorry.
Works out.
Yeah. Bye.
Good stuff, man. That's fun.